Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer recounts a positive experience transitioning from a rented internet gateway provided by their internet service provider to this Wi-Fi 6 router. Our reviewer was motivated by the monthly rental fee for the old device and its unreliable performance during power outages, a problem that sometimes took hours to resolve. The installation process with this router, however, proved remarkably straightforward, even when using the Wi-Fi connection. This client found the setup instructions clear and easy to follow, and the initial connection was quick and seamless, even noting that the setup was even faster when using a wired connection. Contrary to some online reviews claiming the need for technical support intervention, our reviewer had no difficulty registering the device with their internet service provider. The user interface of this router presented a significant upgrade over their previous device, offering greater flexibility and customization options. Our reviewer specifically appreciated the enhanced security features, including a built-in firewall and VPN capabilities, exceeding the security options available on the rented gateway. After configuring the administrative settings and adjusting the network names for the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz channels, this client conducted a thorough network analysis, which demonstrated excellent signal strength, speed, and overall performance. The speed improvements were noticeably better on the 5 GHz band, exceeding the performance of the previous device. The ability to use different names for each channel allowed for efficient network management, enabling the user to allocate specific devices to each frequency band to optimize bandwidth usage. One minor drawback noted by this client was the external power supply, unlike their previous device that had an internal power supply. The external power brick added slightly more clutter to their setup. However, the smaller footprint of this router more than compensated for this small inconvenience. Finally, this client encountered a single issue unrelated to the router itself, but felt it pertinent to include for other users. The problem arose when connecting a network-attached storage (NAS) device. The internet connection was lost, despite both Wi-Fi bands functioning correctly. After troubleshooting and contacting customer support, it was discovered that the issue originated from a specific application running on the NAS device. Following a reset and disabling the problematic application, the connection was restored and has remained stable since. This experience ultimately highlights the reliability and functionality of this router, with the NAS issue being an isolated incident unrelated to the router's performance.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer purchased this wireless router after experiencing a price increase from their internet service provider for modem rentals. Our reviewer, aiming for compatibility with their high-speed internet plan, found the device to be a sizable unit, comparable in dimensions to their previous rental equipment. The package included a power supply, Ethernet cable, telephone cord, and a coaxial wrench, but notably lacked a complete user manual. While a quick start guide was provided, this client found it insufficient for anything beyond basic setup, necessitating a download of the full manual from the manufacturer's website. This initial hurdle highlighted a significant shortcoming in the product's documentation. This client proceeded with the installation, and the setup process with their internet service provider was straightforward. The router connected almost immediately, requiring only basic account information for provisioning. Internet access was established quickly without any phone calls, a positive aspect for this client. The device arrived pre-configured with a network name and password, conveniently located on the unit's underside. However, our reviewer noted the absence of instructions in the Quick Start Guide for changing these defaults, a crucial step for security that should have been emphasized. While the graphical user interface, GUI, proved user-friendly enough for experienced users to make this change, the omission was deemed a significant oversight. This client also found changing the default login credentials for the router itself equally undocumented. Our reviewer primarily intended to use this wireless router in bridge mode with their existing router, testing the wireless capabilities only briefly. During this short test, the wireless signal performed admirably, providing strong and stable coverage throughout their home on both the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz networks. Telephone functionality also worked flawlessly. Configuring the device for bridge mode, however, proved more challenging. Instructions were absent from both the Quick Start Guide and the full manual, necessitating a search on the manufacturer's website. Even then, the online instructions contained a minor inaccuracy regarding the absence of a physical WLAN button. Users must instead disable the wireless radios through the GUI. While functioning correctly as a bridge, providing a reliable connection, this client reported a frustrating issue. The device reverted from bridge mode to its default router mode after every reboot, requiring repeated manual reconfiguration. This flaw, compounded by the lack of clear documentation regarding the shift in the GUI's address from the standard 192.168.0.1 to 192.168.101 in bridge mode, proved to be a significant source of frustration. Despite these documented shortcomings, this client expressed overall satisfaction with the router's performance. They acknowledged the product's functionality but subtracted points due to the severely inadequate documentation and the persistent issue of the bridge mode resetting. The overall experience was overshadowed by the need for extensive online troubleshooting to overcome the manufacturer's failures in providing clear, complete, and accurate information.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer embarked on upgrading their internet infrastructure, spurred by their internet service provider's offer of significantly faster speeds. This client had been using an older device for years, and its limitations had become increasingly apparent with their new internet plan. After researching several options, they opted for this particular device, drawn to its positive reviews and the use of a reputedly high-performing chipset. This choice proved to be a wise one. The installation process was remarkably straightforward. Our reviewer simply replaced their old device and powered on the new one. Within a short period, the device initiated the network setup process, seamlessly guiding our reviewer through the internet provider's activation page. This smooth transition was a welcome change from the anticipated complexity of such upgrades. The ensuing speed tests showcased a dramatic improvement in download speeds, exceeding expectations, even accounting for variations between different testing methodologies. This client was particularly impressed with the significant improvement, given the age of their home's existing wiring. This client's overall experience with this device has been overwhelmingly positive. However, our reviewer did encounter a minor initial hiccup. A duplicate IP address assignment, seemingly a DHCP issue, briefly affected the functionality of some network devices, causing intermittent connectivity problems. This issue, while inconvenient, was resolved by a simple reboot of the affected device. Our reviewer noted an inconsistency in the device's DHCP client list, with initially missing entries that were present on a later check, hinting at a possible temporary software glitch. Despite this minor initial snag, this device has demonstrated exceptional stability and speed in the subsequent period. The improved performance and streamlined setup far outweigh the temporary inconvenience. Our reviewer anticipates continued positive performance and will provide a further update following extended use. This client highly recommends this device to anyone looking for a reliable and high-performance option. The simplicity of the setup, combined with the substantial speed improvements, make it a compelling choice for upgrading home internet capabilities. And that's a wrap. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've got thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.